Hey, what's going on? What kind of a world is it where 95 degrees Fahrenheit feels cool? 95 outside by now, and it's got a nice breeze going. It's 103 earlier. Hopefully, I can be heard because I'm talking quietly because I'm really tired. Yeah. Did a bunch of shit today outside of the house, so very exhausted, but I wanted to get this in. How y'all doing? Hey, sweetie. Uh, let's get into some apologies if I talk even slower than usual. It's because I'm even slower than usual. See how this goes. God damn. Let's see. So we're up to. All right, I forgot that 8 looks like an open padlock for some reason. Now, these numbers are bizarre. All the other things people find bizarre about this game, I don't. But these numbers on the save files, that trips me right the fuck out. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. They all look good up till 4, but then 5 looks like 3 again, like almost exactly. And then 6, I don't even know what they're doing with 6. I'm glad I'm audible. 7, yeah, it's a stylized 7, but that's okay. And then 8, like what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Looks like I just broke into the junkyard. You clearly heard the man say "Chopper sick balls." That's my Stand By Me reference. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's just strut on over to them. We got this. Take a look at this. We got, 1 second. Need to move something. There we go. Now it's moved. We got Raider Infiltrator. Okay, good. Right, back to relentless assault. Something I really like about this is how not only does every class combination have a title, it also has a description at the top of the screen. And Ravs focus on taking down one target at a time, so on and so forth. Some good detail in here. No. Pain is from Final Fantasy X too. This is the one with lightning.
just another battle.
Yo. And there's some lady in a leather skirt. Okay. You know, it's funny that the player characters in this game are the ones who actually wear relatively functional clothing.
You asked for it. Thanks. Appreciate it. Keep a cool head.
Techniques. Libra on Huntress. Takes all half damage. There's so many enemies that just take half damage from everything. It's ludicrous. Capable of bestowing all the things. The most ridiculous thing out of these three is probably the weapons. Lightning wears a jacket and a skirt. Fang wears a very flowy, breezy, and breathable costume that maybe wouldn't hang down quite that low in real life, but eh. And then there's Hope over here. He just looks like a fucking NPC. He looks like the generic sprite that they slap in a town 4 times. I don't remember what the actual map key was. It's X, by the way. That's Xbox X, not PlayStation X or Nintendo X. Why do they all have X buttons? He's got the Vaughn problem. I'm not entirely unconvinced that Vaughn and Pinello aren't just slightly modeled or slightly altered NPC models. Which would make sense considering how late into development they were apparently added to the game. That guy's guarding, because he's a guard. I don't even need to heal in this fight, do I? And maybe a little. Nice. Probably a treasure down at the end of this hallway. That's the only reason we're fighting these guys. Gotta love launch. Hooray! We're getting like over 400 points per fight right now. Jeez, that escalates quick. Of course, stuff also costs a lot more. Now we're trying to build up to like the 10,000s, I guess. Commando. But do worse. Also snow. Also snow is here. Did you forget snow was here? Because I did. Huh. All right. Is this the way we... This is the way we came in. Fuck. Well, we can apparently just stroll past most of these guys. That's, okay, that leads back out to the entrance, but we had gone around. Okay. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, I see what happened. I see why I got confused. That is not very clear even when looking at it on a map. Here's a cube. Don't say that, Hope. Hey, I got a lifesaver. Boosts HP restored to allies revived with raise. That's very specific.
Just roll with the punches.
Hooray, now we're gonna beat them up some more. Jesus.
You looking at me? Thanks.
Stun lock. Stun lock. It's me doing it, so it's okay. Here we go. Wait for everything to get cast. I keep forgetting that Fang and Hope only have 3 ATB blocks. The stuff's going a little slower than it could be.
You asked for it.
Alright, now we're getting there. These fights are a little long, but they're not challenging. They do get me lots and lots of credit chips as we go, so can't complain too much.
Keep your mind on the battle.
Called a Viking. Okay. Weak to lightning and water. Excellent. Susceptible to all kinds of stuff.
Thanks.
Good stuff. Oh, we're up to 433. Just hold him in the air. It's fine. We're up to 675. Oh, he's gonna Nope, nope, got him right before he fucking unfroze. Not bad. Perfect conductor. It's like a semiconductor, but better. There's an ember ring. Swords. Yeah, let's just sort all of them. Dragoon. Oh, right, those guys look ridiculous. Huntress, for some reason. Here's Tilters. They think they're very good at video games, but in fact they are not. Deck Drone. Oh yeah, that's more Roadkill Rodney. Timers in battle. Neutralizing status effects. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's right, there's fucking opposites for all of them. Except for Imperil, because there's not a Deperil. Resby, sit, please. Thank you. The 13 days. Oh yeah, we got day 1. Deep within the Bodum vestige, two Lassie, Fang and Vanille, awoke from crystal stasis. Fang's brand was scarred and scorched, and she had lost every memory relating to her focus, including the events surrounding its apparent completion. Vanille mimicked her friend, pretending to have forgotten her focus as well. Afraid of hurting even more people, she wanted nothing more than to leave her fate behind. And here's Herba de Vanille. Herba Dia Vanille. Bisbee, are you quietly boofing? The answer is usually yes. No way to sneak up on these folks. Well, it's not like they're gonna come closer. Let's make it so we probably won't have to heal. So we can get this one over with quicker.
Let's get this over with.
Might still have to heal. Just because there's so dang many of them. Yep.
This'll be fun.
Days are too long, and at the same time too short. No, very original thought. No one's ever had that before.
Steady now. Appreciate it. New strategy.
Hard time keeping the conversation going. Forgotten how Fang and Lightning get on the big ship. They were... So Fang and Snow came in and saved them, picked them up, and so Fang, who's working with Sid, basically hired them on as mercenaries to get on the big ship. So now 4 out of 5 of our main characters are together. We also know that Zaz and Vanille have been brought in by these people. Probably they're on this ship. Like, we as observers know that they're probably on this ship. Our heroes here have no reason to believe that would be the case. Dove asked if they were about to bumfuck their way to reassembling the party. Yes. That certainly...
Thanks.
I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty certain at this point that the party's been split for too long for the narration's comfort. Yeah, bumfuck is something else, I suppose.
New strategy. Thank you.
also going to get at least one more Eidolon soon.
Cheers! Eat that!
Oh, shit. Going to the hospital, even for a non-emergency, is nerve-wracking. Bonk.
Let's keep this up.
It always feels like... I don't know, I don't even have a good reason. Guess it's easy to associate hospitals with bad things. Alright, I should sell off all these credit chips. We're glad these terminals are here. Credit chips. 4,000 gil. 27,000. No, 30,000 gil. There we go. That's much better. That's a sudden increase in wealth. A motherload. I think this is, yeah. Calcium titanate. Aura's garage. They've got crankshafts here. Just got 99 iron shells. Doesn't even cost that much. And 69 vibrant oozes, because I already have 30, I guess. Like, we're wanted, and people basically know who we are. Why is our debit card working? You'd think that they'd be the people fighting us would the people trying to get us would have control of the banking system. Edged carbine. I don't need to put all 99 into it. No. I'll get it a level. I don't know how many levels they each have is the trouble. Level 11 now. Level 14. Well, 15, it's still not done. $17. Diebog. Gayball, Gayball, Gayball. Like a Pokemon, I guess. Digital circuit. That's fun. It's level 6. The fact that it gives you transformation catalysts as early as it does always makes it feel like you're lagging behind on upgrading. It's very odd. I can't imagine a fascist society like this one, like, not having your debit cards tied to your legal identity. But shit doesn't gotta be one-to-one.
Thank you.
Doing a bit more damage now, so that's helpful. Or huntresses. Oh no. Runs up, immediately gets hit in the back with a spear. They have all these technological advances, but because the way the laws are written, they still have to have and honor physical currency, so what are you gonna do? Imagine each gill as a little gold coin made of gold. It used to get localized as GP because of Dungeons and Dragons. I believe it was always gill in Japanese, so it may have been gold coins or whatever in Final Fantasy I. Capcom's got Zenny for all their game. Even Breath of Fire uses Zenny.
Nothing I can't handle.
Mega Man Legends. More incentive chips. Just so many incentive chips. Do you think they're like thumb drives? Or like a cred stick in Shadowrun? Or do you think they're like potato chips? And the better they taste, the more incentive you have to eat them. Yeah, Killer 7's currency is blood. Thick blood and thin blood specifically.
Let's keep this up.
Just getting so much fake money.
Things are about to get interesting.
Really? Because I think we've done this fight already. Nah, it was two guardsmen and a Viking. This is two huntresses and a Viking.
On your toes. Feeling nervous? Eat this!
Just gonna do all the things.
Eat this! Eat this!
You ever think that every time someone starts to make a video game, every time someone ever comes up with an idea for their new video game, do you think they say to themselves, you know what no one's ever done before is made a video game about trauma? I have to assume that everyone, to their knowledge, is doing something wholly original. Dang, look at those thousands go up. Trip would have been a good place to do grinding on over the week. I just didn't have the energy. Gotten us lots of guild credit. Also known as Get It. And Doran's Spear. So, for all these cash machines, if they do in fact have to honor physical currency in this world as well, do you think they just put in Gil one at a time in like a coin slot? Improved debilitation. Alright.
Attention all crew, code green. Repeat, code green. Security
Hey, look.
stand by. Hostile forces on board, code green.
Code Green is my favorite anime.
You're being moved. On your feet, scum.
Very commonly large bag with a G on it, yes. Filled with loonies. That's a wonderful image. I like that Chocobo Chick is the real hero.
Alright, time to
I
split.
also like that Vanille knew exactly how to use that fully automatic rifle.
Let's go.
Still prefers her weird swingy stick though.
What? You'd rather die?
What?
Cause that's gotta scare you. Scares me. Scares me so much. I think I might die of fright. So, I push myself to live even harder. I can just imagine Dodge laughing at me talking this nonsense. Right now, I'd do anything to see that smile. Stay positive, right?
Hell yeah. Alright, so we're back to Zaz and Vanille. Let's see, components, key items, etc. Data log. Events, Chapter 9. Time to split. Despite being driven to the brink of suicide by the sight of his son turning into crystal, Zaz is still alive. Having been captured by Colonel Nabat and Nautilus, he and Vanille are now on their way to Eden to be executed. Hey, Bad Road. The only reason they still live is so they can be murdered in front of an audience. When Zaz learned that Vanille was the one responsible for his grief, he was consumed with rage. But now, he listens calmly to her tale. Once a Lassie who fought in the war against Cocoon, Vanille spent centuries in crystal stasis. When she finally awoke, she found that her companion, Fang, had lost all memory of their previous focus. Afraid that their new charge would culminate in another horrific battle, Vanille chose to feign memory loss in an attempt to flee from her destiny, a decision which had led to untold tragedy. Somewhat ironically, hearing Vanille's melancholy tale sparks a flicker of hope in Zaz. If Vanille can emerge from crystal stasis, then maybe Dodge can too. So one of my friends, his dad likes to buy rolls of dollar coins and look for silver ones, and once he got a comically large number of them, decided to sort them at a mall food court, waiting for my friend to arrive, and he was carrying them in one of those bank bags that he happened to have for an unrelated reason. That's wonderful. Stirred from his despondency by the thought, Zaz helps Vanille to overpower the cell guards and the pair begin their escape. Not gonna mention that the Chocobo Chick was the one who actually took out the guard. Not gonna point that out, because that little guy is fierce. But this time they're not running away from their fate, they're taking charge of it. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the ship, the other Lassie battle through waves of enemy soldiers in an attempt to rescue their friends. Wait, they were going to rescue their friends, apparently. I had thought they were just trying to take out the officer on board here. I may have been mistaken. I'm very tired. He was an airship pilot, which is why he knows about these airships. Raising a son since the passing of his wife. His goal now is to survive the coming conflict with hope that his son will one day wake from this crystal stasis. right. Crystarium. Zaz has 10,000, Vanilla has 25,000. Because we spent Zaz's right before the boss fight, I suppose. We couldn't actually raise Vanille's because of a weird oversight in the way that the game was built. Alright, finished with his commando. And Frost. You know, that's true, Bad Road. She may have learned that as an actual soldier. Especially since she retains her memories, even though she claimed otherwise. Another accessory slot. Good stuff. Her next is Dispel. That's really useful in here. More commands this way. No. Ravager? Wait, I just did. I said Ravager and went to Medic. Ravager, here we go. Become strong. Become stronged. Here we go, Watera. You know, even if she really had amnesia, procedural memories are stored differently. That's true. I have, in fact, known how to do things that I don't remember ever doing before in the past. Because I did them a very long time prior.
We're not lost, are we?
Right, let's sell off our credit and incentive chips. Let's go to Creature Comforts and buy... Oh, we've already got tons of Vibrant Ooze. Honora's Garage. And buy... Or Turbo Jets. About 15 of them. Let's go 16. Give 8 to each of them. Yeah, that's right. Vibrant Ooze. Pretty sure that's correct. Let's dump 40 of these in. That'll absolutely... Oh, XIII. I didn't know you could go that far. Alright. Drop 8 of these on there. There we go. That's pretty good. Now... Healer Staff. My brain was not getting there. Vibrant Ooze. Drop about 40 of these on there. Dump the rest of the Turbo Jets into her stick. There we go. That looks pretty good. A lot of Power Rangers related things feel like fever dreams when you think about them. Speaking of ooze, it's vibrant too. Flanator and Flamborg. I really like Flanator. It's such a good wordplay. Flamborg, less so.
Bullseye!
Alright. Flamborg. Weak to water. There he goes. Behind the back, over the shoulder, behind the back, combines them together into a rifle and shoots it in the face. I like that. Anyone ever wondered how you turn a slime into a cyborg? Yep. You just put a bunch of test tubes and LEDs on it.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, I thought she was gonna activate it. The answer to that was apparently not on your fucking life. He's not the main character right now, Zaz is.
Wisdom does come with age.
Now we know Vanilla's the top, or a top. Yeah.
Why do they always have to make these things more complicated than they need to be?
I'm gonna go this way because there's probably a treasure around the corner on the right. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Thought I still had time on its stagger meter, but I didn't.
Not bad.
Right. Hey, look, it's another button. Or hand pad. Aha, did it again. Oh right, Flanators have healing spells.
go the spoils.
Monitor like flan janitor, yes. Is that one part of the cleaning staff? Yes. Ooh, vibrant ooze and murky ooze. Turn around. Thank you. Ah, the ones down the hallway could see me. Take out the monitors first. Because otherwise this shit turns into a never-ending cycle.
Follow the old man's lead.
Hooray! Take that, you jerk. It's actually kind of interesting that the main thing that they took from this combat system was the stagger meter for Final Fantasy VII Remake. One day, Square Enix will make a turn-based game again. And then they'll be like, we should never do this again. And then people like me who like turn-based games will be a little sad. But there are other turn-based games that are not from Square Enix, so no big loss.
I repeat, code purple. Security breach. All units on alert. Code purple.
Looks like we ain't the only ones cleaning house. Could be Lucy.
Could be Fang. Come on, let's hurry.
Let's go get rescued.
No, not this time. For once in my life, I am going to save her.
All right, now you're talking. Let's go.
Bravely Default? Never heard of it. Do you get it? Because it got no marketing. And also has a name that actively turned people away from it,
All units on alert.
regardless of any actual quality.
What's it mean? Means we're doing our job. Making a lot of SciComm guys nervous.
Nervous or dead?
Anil. Let's hurry it up. Anil's waiting.
Where is Snow? Like, he's technically in the party. I thought he had come along on the trip.
Catch your breath.
Did we leave him behind somewhere and I'm forgetting? Thought I saw him behind you down the hall.
Wow.
No? No, that's just a bunch of SciComm guys.
Gotta be a way through here somewhere.
Let's see. There's a lot of twists and turns in this circle here. We haven't fought these guys yet inside. I think we fought them outside, maybe? Hey, Mox, you went off to go be a dick when you first got on the ship. Gotcha. We have... Yeah, we don't have these guys yet. Alright. Susceptible to slow. That's good to know. They're also susceptible to getting their asses kicked. you doing, Moms? Worst part of yawning is when your jaw dislocates. Now, I'm not saying that always happens to me, but it definitely happens. There's some dillers.
On your toes. Thanks.
Actually, bad, Rod. You get it. Got a banana popsicle. I thought you didn't like banana. Sounds delicious, but I thought you didn't like banana. Gonna get some popsicles tomorrow, probably. Costco is great for the big stuff, but little things you're better getting somewhere else. Also, they were taken over by some people who are treating the workers real shitty. Check out the Costco Teamsters. There's a bunch of articles on the Costco Teamsters Union. It's the Teamsters Union, but the part for Costco workers. They're working very hard to make sure people don't continue to get fucked over. Very specific banana opinions. Gotcha. Well, I hope it was good. It was good banana in your opinions. All right, I should also scan this guy. I've almost got him completed anyway. Fig season, so once again, Mom mentioned how she hates fresh figs, but likes cooked ones. It's like the opposite of me and, I don't know, celery. Like that it's a thermodon, as in a heat-adon. Vulnerable to water. Eat tooth, thank you. I couldn't remember what dawn was specifically. Oh no, it restored Carapace. Oh, it's gone. I know Saurus is a lizard. A white cape. No, I've already got a red one. I think it would look silly to put more white on top of her already white vest. That is a lot of Viking robots. Well. Better late than never. Okay, it really is all three of them, huh? Well, let's take out one ASAP. Hold it in the air for a while, it'll be fine. I really like that tiny amount of fall damage. It's so good.
Time for another approach.
Get some protection, huh? Ever see the lightning Louis Vuitton cross? I did. That was bizarre.
Eat this!
In this case, it's a banana-flavored popsicle, which, for all I know, uses the flavor from before the Great Banana Calamity. Even though the actual problem I have with most bananas is the texture. That makes sense. So you could do banana things, just not banana themselves. That's like Christie's like that with onions. I love onions, especially like raw onion, like in a salad. Shit's good. Banana lamity, I like that. Alright, we've almost finished off one of them. Once we got Protect and A-Fire up, this isn't much. This is going very smoothly now. I don't even have to pay attention very much. I don't like onions unless they've been cooked to death. Interesting. I like raw onions because they go crunch. Got some, I don't know, hot peppercorn ranch, iceberg lettuce, diced raw onion, maybe a bit of like grated cheddar. Got yourself a salad right there. Gonna keep hitting it and hope that something happens. Wow, we had 850 there.
Change of plan. Thank you.
Flavor-based food opinions and some texture-based ones and some combo opinions. Me too!
Time for another approach.
I dislike tomatoes, like, intensely. Unless they're, like, diced up in a taco. Or part of something like pico de gallo. And I'll talk to you about apples all day, but that's because I came from an apple town. By the way, the kind of Red Delicious that's completely flavorless and has the texture of recycling pulp hasn't actually been grown in the States for like 40 years. So when people tell you that shit, it's some bull. There are still good Red Delicious. They tend to have some green on them. What was wild was a few years ago, we were in the fucking Homeland store, or not Homeland, it's owned by Homeland, Cash Saver. And they had fucking Okanagan Red Delicious apples. And I was so happy and also completely bewildered by this. Well, I guess we're just gonna go around till we can see the whole map. Tomatoes are inside a sauce, they're fine, but just pieces pretty much need to have all their water cooked out before you can stand chewing them. Huh? Oh, whoops, I was supposed to take out the little ones first. Oh well. Ah, fuck.
You're nothing!
I can never do a slice of tomato. That's too much tomato. There we go. That's... Yep. I saw it coming. Now switch back to here. My favorite salsas have bits of fruit in them. This really good mango habanero salsa. Then got turned into a whole. Or people took the idea and started making. It became one of the main like wing flavors. Peach chipotle, raspberry chipotle. Raspberry chipotle is probably one of my favorite types of salsa. Mrs. Baird's used to make it, but now they've cut down their line to like 3 flavors, just like everyone else. I haven't tried salsa with anything but tomato as a base. It's usually got the tomato as a base regardless.
Easy.
Okay, so is there another... There's another cube. I knew there had to be another cube around here somewhere. There we go. Well, this is not the fight I expected to hurt me. Good lord, what the hell? They hadn't used that attack before. Yeah, let's just retry. I hope that didn't respawn the enemies behind me. Okay, good, it didn't. Alright, now that I know that those guys, when there's a bunch of them, can fuck your shit up, we're putting on Aegisol right away.
Let's get this over with.
much simpler when you just start right out with all of the good things on you. Oh, I want to draw a sphere bird. It was cuber, it's square. Very nice. I enjoy this. Right. Got through that one. A pain dampener. That gives you resistance to pain. Oh my god, there's more fucking cubes. There's more fucking cubes in the middle. Alright, we don't have to worry about this. Let's get this next cube. Okay, bye. Just took off like someone smacked her.
Let's get this over with.
Holy crap. Managed to get both of their staggers in. Our time, 101. Battle duration, 12 seconds. Some of the par times are bizarrely high or low. Another catalyst. I think that's the last cube? Yeah? Oh shit, cut that out. So not cool. That guy's a dick. Yeah, no more. No, that's a cube. Fuck. Well, we're gonna get that cube. Oh, Kai Fang. Fancy seeing you here.
Nothing I can't handle.
Hey, that's the secret ninja sound. If you say that, people will be able to identify when there's ninjas nearby. And how will the ninjas nin properly?
Eat this! Easy.
More credits. Alright, last cube here. It's a single perfect conductor. Okay.
Not even worth the effort.
I'm not insulted, just bewildered. See, even fucking Fang said it. I'm glad I'm not the only one. No? You got Scourge there. That's kind of cool. Ray. And look, she can Get that extra roll level. Whoops, no, go back up this. No, go up. Oh, please. Any more commands up ahead? No. Let's look at... Wait, does he have enough to hit the roll level? If so, I may do that. Not if I'm gonna get the side ones too. Get his Ravager up a bit. Just lagging behind in damage a little bit. Part of that's because I didn't upgrade his weapon, I think. Sentinel? Hey, there's Renew. $2,000, can't quite get there. Thinking it's telling me that I should be leveling up Snow just by keeping him technically in the party. There, Sentinel roll level. It's capped it out. Ravager? Sure. Now we can cast Arrow. Wind magic. Ha 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 ha. How pathetic. What are you going to do? Conjure a slight breeze? Wanna come up, Castle? Alright, let me move this out the way.
Intruders.
Come on.
That means we're code yellow. No, wait. Code blue? If we were orange, that would mean...
The escapees made it through! They're entering the engine room!
No! Damn the sea!
Intruders located! They're on the weather deck, starboard side!
Get it? She's more concerned with how things look than what's actually happening.
Desperate times demand flexibility.
It's okay, they weren't prescription.
How is that? What's going on?
Alright, now we're back to Zaz and Vanille. Grab a few more abilities while we're here. Let's see where his synergist path is going. Boon. Oh, we're almost there. Saboteur. There we go. Looking pretty good now. Data log, enemy intel, militarized units. We got new Vespids. New Armadon. New Flan. New Flan just dropped. Sell off some more credit chips. Yo, that's looking pretty sweet. Gonna hit save the game. I'm gonna take a quick break. As we go to the break, remember that there's a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that shouldn't have to be fought for, like basic rights, equal treatment under law, to not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. There are ways you can help. These include the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail, the Oprah Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help black, trans, and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land, the six grandfathers that was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed in Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Under the second command, kept up to date by my lovely wife, Christy, are more ways you can help. These are all current campaigns. These are things you can do to help right now. So pick some of them to take a look at. See if you can find something closer to home if that's what you need to do. But please, do something. This is everyone's fight. We gotta make the world a better place. We gotta keep fighting white supremacy. Black lives matter. The lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. And these are all things that we need to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way to the very top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. All right, we're going to the break. I'm going to run some ads. We have no stance on ad blockers, so get up, stretch, do what you need to do, and I'll see you back here in a few minutes. All right, I'm back. I ordered a new DisplayPort cable for my new monitor because the one that came with it is short, so it's kind of strained between the monitor and the case. But I got a 10-foot one, and holy crap, this is such a thick cable. Never seen one this thick. It's like you get a couple of these together and it's almost as thick as my finger. It's a lot. And my fingers are swollen as hell today because of the incoming rain, so you know. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what happens next. Soundtrack's rad as hell, right? Alright, are there any cubes? I don't see any cubes there. I don't see any cubes there, so I guess let's run up here and fight this armadillo.
Wait!
Yeah, that is like actually a really hard fight there compared to all the others in the room.
What to do?
So I guess let's go around this way. Fight some flan first.
Oh.
How's y'all's Fridays? Thank you, Bad Road. That sounds like word salad. It's real good, but I do think it sometimes really wants to be a John Williams score. Yeah, it keeps going back and forth between John Williams and 80s techno. Got that very heavy drum backing. I wonder if flan is an enemy name was the result of a recursive translation where some D&D slimes are called pudding. Maybe it may have been intentionally that, though. And some of the older Final Fantasy games, I think Final Fantasy IV specifically, they just kept having to come up with more and more slimy desserts. To name the slimes. I think that was 4. You ever see someone in an anime manga eating pudding, it looks like a flan. Ah. I mean, Jello pudding is basically a flan. You know, in shape only, for it is neither. And I found a cube. Not sure why flan was the one that stuck, though. It's kind of like how bombs are called things like grenade and like nuke, I guess. C4. I just have to keep coming up with more or less synonyms or at least related things.
Not bad.
Not bad. Oh, rude. I am honestly really glad that you don't have to worry about restoring HP after combat, and it let them throw in some more challenging situations without it feeling too monotonous. Albeit it's nicest when they keep introducing new enemies throughout a level.
I'm not afraid of you.
Alright, I found another cube. Where you going, Gaston? You want down again? You want down again? You just feeling antsy? You just wanted me to pet you? 'Cause I can do that. I can do that. Now let's open the cube. And in the cube is a phoenix down. Any more cubes up here? Or down there? Doesn't look like it. It looks like those are the only 2 cubes. Let's run down this side and fight more flan. I'm thinking about trying to fight the guys up in the middle. But it's not something I'm really, worried about.
Did you see that coming?
Of course he didn't see that coming. He hasn't got any eyes. Once you don't have any MP to manage in the first place, it doesn't make sense to make you do a manual. That's true. Oh, rude. Lots of 5-star scores. Just getting a lot of them in here. There's one more flan board back here. Now let's give this a shot. I don't think we need to worry too hard about it though, because this is fighting Something that I had trouble with in the other party where I had 3 members. Might as well give it a try, though, since you don't lose any progress if you lose. Oh, look at that. We also did get the preemptive strike. This is going pretty good so far. The Vespoids are actually significantly more dangerous than the Lizard. Because of that Cyclone attack. Oh.
Thanks, Vanille.
Oh, Photon Burst is happening.
Didn't even have to ask. We got this, Vanille.
Let's do this. This should help.
Leave it to
Alright, Zaz has haste. Ah, yeah, this is pretty good. I like this. Ooh, Photon Burst, real scary. All right. Well. Just having haste and all of these attack boosts and defense debuffs. Honestly, yeah, these two are the stronger of the two teams, and the other team has more people. I sure am glad that my favorite characters also happen to be the strongest in the game. All right. Oh, there's another Diller over here. An armored Diller. Apparently, the sea fight with emotional strength.
watch and learn, kid.
Right.
We got this, Vanille. Here.
Thanks.
Watch and learn, kid.
You got this.
Follow the old man's lead.
Oh, yeah?
Alright, now we can take it out. Wait, I was gonna finish up Tide Turner, never mind. Keep going, yes. You're okay. You can just walk past him. He really doesn't care.
Follow the old man's lead. Watch and learn, kid.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of damage at this point. We were way under the par time, but still only got 4 stars. The score system really feels nonsensical. By every metric. Like someone heard that retro games are back in style and were like, you know what's retro? High scores.
Well, isn't this great?
There was way more Vespids than this in that scene.
Atta girl. Go, girl.
Keep on tide turning.
Leave it to me. Watch and learn, kid. Didn't even have to ask.
Here we go. Almost there. Alright, now we can smash him. It really simplified status ailments, like, streamlined them. It's kind of nice. I know immediately what does what. There's not weird shit like Final Fantasy VI's toxin / bleeding / whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. Poison that's not the same as poison. God, that shit's bizarre and I still don't understand it. Bad Road might understand it now that I think about it. How you get really into the specifics of the mechanics. Sap. Interesting. It's a weird one because it doesn't have like a status ailment symbol associated with it.
Now you done it.
Or leak. And it just comes from lots of different attack types. Still mad about Dark Souls having bleed, poison, and toxin. At least they made bleed different later. At least in later games, bleed became a different thing.
It's dying down. Yeah, it's stopping. And
This
we're
works like poison, except it's a volatile. Huh.
They up to something?
I don't suppose it could just be, I don't know, good luck?
Oh hey, Snow's here. Remember Snow?
You got a point.
Not to me. That we can do something about.
Oh no, did they just turn the whole roof into a hedge maze?
The tables.
That can't be good. I need to actually upgrade Hope's weapon. I mean, I guess I don't gotta, but... Weird thing about FF6 is Vitality does nothing but make regen, poison, and sap stronger. Oh, that's actually very funny. Air Wing. I'm gonna call it Air Wing, because it's got wings and it's in the air. I like how the shops have little logos and mascots, yes. There we go, level 13. Very strong. Excellent. Level 17. There, now Hope is the strongest. Please.
You know what to do.
Oh no, not Cyclone. Not when everyone's very close together. Oh no, not 8. Oh, there we go. You take the impact damage, then the spell damage, then the fall damage. Aha! You'd think they would have thought ahead about how these walls that they put up would maybe be hard for anything to see through, and therefore make it much easier for us to get the drop on them. You know, just a thought.
As long as I stay focused.
Oh no, more dragoons. Oh, there's not glass over those. Those are just straight up vents.
We can win if we stay focused.
Usually when you see a ground that looks like what we'll see outside of this combat, it means that there's glass over the vents so that you can, you know, make your way around easier. Not Final Fantasy XIII, oh no. Can't have none of that. That should go quick now. I'm also very glad that Astarium points experience goes equally to all party members, even if they're not present. Like, they don't even have to be in the story right now and they'll still get it. I bet Sarah's leveling up right now. Hey, we got rid of the Viking. I guess there's another Viking over there. And a cube. Is there any way to get to these guys without them seeing me? Maybe? This might work. No, I didn't think so. It was worth a try, but I got in the peripherals.
New strategy.
Thanks. Thank you.
Metagard. I like Metagard.
You asked for it.
Doesn't look like a bite.
Thanks.
Eat this!
Alright, we've almost hit that stagger limit. This is the area with the first boss that I died to multiple times on my first playthrough. It might be.
Eat this!
I vaguely remember this. Alright, here's my cube. Where's the cube? I want off this ride. Getting relatively few data log entries up here, which is kind of weird. And more roadkill Rodneys. And also some of these guys aimed right at the ramp, so there's no way past him. I wonder if they're associated with the Rodneys behind them. Yep. Figured. Now, take out the Vespoids first. They are way more dangerous than roadkill Rodney. Just have to dive kick roadkill Rodney so that he doesn't keep getting you in the electric lasso.
Eat this!
Do we just know too much? Very possible. As I said, the Vespoids are way more dangerous than the roadkill Rodneys.
Keep the enemy off balance. Time for another approach.
We know too much and gone too far, so in the end it didn't even matter? All right.
Hardly worth the effort.
I mean, there's lots of guys to fight down here. Yoink. Oh yeah.
Keep the enemy off balance.
Thank you.
Come on then.
I like it when they raise up their little hands and go, yay! Alright. We've gone through most of a boat now. I'm excited. Always been my dream to go through most of a boat. I don't see any cubes here except at that back corner. Getting a lot of these preemptive strikes. I suppose that's intentional on the part of the designers. Alright, and then there were two. That looks dangerous. I guess they're venting heat. No idea why they just think it's a good idea to go up and down like that. I guess they only get hot when they come up, though. No, they're either venting heat or they're a type of thruster. I have no idea which. Gotcha, fucker. Alright, now we're kicking ass.
Keep a cool head.
What are you gonna do? Approach me slowly with your slow status?
Thanks.
The answer was apparently yes. I also like how it counts up the damage from 0 every time you attack. It's a nice little visual touch. I don't know if it's actually counting out from 0 or just creating the illusion. Doesn't matter, it looks good either way. Oh, okay. I guess there's some dragoons here. Diversity win. Police robot hunting you down, now painted for trans pride. Oh, fuck. I didn't even notice. Oh, no. That sounds like a legitimate Onion article.
Thank you.
Here.
I haven't read The Onion in a long time. They've had their ups and downs. Hey, Demon Dog, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Been out all day, so I'm exhausted.
Time for another approach.
Do you know that a heat index of over 110 feels bad?
Target's a target.
The Onion has had trouble keeping its headlines ahead of reality. Yep. That's always been a problem they've had, though. That ain't recent. That's just the way this fucking world is. It's just getting more obvious. An energy drink and sour candy, and just had TV time with a Nargacuga cutie, so it's been pretty good today. I'm glad to hear it. I like when she puts thunder in the middle, or Thundara in the middle of her combo. So it's like small strike, giant thunder, small strike.
Stay down.
Alright, just making sure I haven't missed any cubes. Oh, don't turn this way, you fuck. Ah, god damn it. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing this now. Look at that. We've almost maxed out the Gestalt meter. That was quick. And we did it.
We do this together.
And we do this together. Just a girl and her transforming robot horse. That bleeds rose petals from its feet.
Let's ride! Hiya! Yeah! No time to waste! Yeah! Trample him! Hiya! The storm is here! Until next time.
Here, take your big sword, horse. Wow, that didn't even finish these guys off. Took out a couple of them.
Keep a cool head. New strategy.
Now we go this way. Huh, you think this is dangerous?
Back me up.
Look, all I'm saying is that falling off the side of this thing poses significantly more threat than their military.
Thank you.
XIII is literally less threatening than a stiff breeze right now. Give me some of those sweet, sweet incentive chips. Ah, nothing. Rude. I beat you up, give me your lunch money. That's the rules.
This makes us lucky. Because when we kill it, we're one step closer to Vanille. How's that? Well, when you put it that way...
Another one of these. Alvinka Striker.
Eat this!
Libra. Delivers devastating physical attacks, susceptible to slow and curse. How convenient.
Here!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Time for another approach.
What kind of approach do you think we need, Lightning? This kind? Is it this kind where we beat it up the same way we were before? Because that's the impression I'm getting. Look at this. This is our boss fight right now. It's even got boss music. This is my boss slaying music. It has +9 against bosses. Soul Font Talisman. No, it's a soul typeface, technically. And it just fucking slides off and falls. Oh, God.
Another one!
One big fat stroke of luck after another. I'm so happy I could cry.
Tease us, will ya?
Come down here!
Yeah, that's gonna work. Hi. Didn't need saving, by the way.
Vanille!
Totally not gay.
There you are.
Miss me?
You the
They cut away before the kiss. So it's totally not gay. Same party. I'm assuming that the others are fighting another identical mouth butt bird.
New strategy. Keep a cool head. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Hellstorm Bolt. That can't be good. Oh. Okay. That was pretty weak, huh? This ain't your day, huh, buddy?
New strategy.
Just two gals being pals. What if when it cast Lightning Storm, it just made Lightning get really angry and stomp away? I thought L-Storm meant Library Storm. Makes sense. Oh wow, it actually still got to get the spell off. Usually when you stagger something while it's casting something, it gets an interrupt. I guess because that one had like the big camera angle switch and everything, it couldn't be interrupted. No, pan up, no interrupt. That's what they say, right? Pan down, only frown. Ba da 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 da.
Vanille!
Fang!
You've still got time.
Fang, there's something I need to tell you.
Making me worry like that. We'll talk later, Missy.
What's wrong?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. What's on the agenda?
Toppling the sanctum?
No, I mean really.
He's serious. We're gonna take down the sanctum and give Cocoon back to the people.
We're gonna kill God.
Held the shots for long enough.
If we pull this off, it'll be a miracle.
Well, good thing Lady Luck's on our side.
Oh shit, now they're butterflies.
Really old.
Check this out! A miracle. Grand Pulse style! Vanille, go fish!
Got it!
You know, in Cocoon, they just call that a Royale with cheese.
That's a good girl.
All right!
Let's get on!
Let's take a ride. Also, here's a cool robot owl. I mean, it's no Bubo, but...
Believe in Lady Luck now?
Yeah. Lady Bad Luck.
Alright. Got some truck juice going, thank you.
Time to purge a Primarch.
You got it! Yeah!
I had my doubts. But I also believed that if we stuck together, somehow we could change our fate.
Still got, what, 3 Eidolons left to find, so, you know, we better stick together.
Daisley's through there.
We're still gonna have our talk. But let's survive this first, yeah?
Right.
Oh, I didn't catch what happened there. You can now change the composition of your battle team by pressing Y to open the main menu and selecting Paradigms. Within the Paradigms menu, select Battle Team and you'll be able to choose the leader and members. Changing the members of your battle team will reset the party's Paradigm deck. Select Customize to check your current Paradigm and alter it if desired. So yeah, let's do that real quick. Let's see. Battle team. Let's put Zaz. I can't change the leader right now. That sucks. Saboteur. Well, let's switch out Zaz for Hope. That means I am going to have Lightning as the healer. Lightning's a reliable enough healer. Commando. Okay. Top one. We want to be Commando, Ravager, Commando. Oh, we don't have 2 Ravagers. Wait, yes we do. Okay, here we go. Ravager, Ravager, Commando. Which we also have on number 2. That's fine. Then we need Commando, Ravager, and Sentinel. And we've got Medic, Commando, and Sentinel. So that we can heal while still holding a combo bar in place. Then we're gonna need Commando, Commando, Synergist, and Saboteur. And then we're also going to need Medic, Synergist, and Saboteur. Yeah, that looks pretty good for right now. I think that's gonna do us. That's gonna do us. Astarium, what do we got? Later on, you can take Lightning out of the leader position. Just not right now. Alright, she's finished the commando track for now. Might as well, since she's our main medic currently, let's raise this up. Ooh, look at that. We got raise. Almost got renew. Zaz. He finished commando, yeah. Alright. See what else he's got on Synergist. Right, Boon. Very good thing to have. Fire. Increase HP. More and more. Damn near gained that roll level. The commando. Let's finish that up. Life Siphon. Ooh. I'm glad she gets Life Siphon. Surge. Ravage. Might as well level up the back line too. The Overwhelm. That makes things stronger if someone else is currently attacking the enemy. The same enemy, I should say. Alright, Snow is finished with 2. Snow always seems to be ahead. I think part of that is just that his stuff is cheaper at first. I don't really know why. There are a few bewildering choices that they've made. Snow, backline, Villiers. Very much. Alright, Synergy. Medic. And finally, Vanille. Sure, she's nearly done. Saboteur. Yeah, let's just move along the medic track with her for a bit. All right. So yeah, we got more stuff to do. Next time, y'all see any cubes down there? On the lookout for cubes. I don't see any cubes. Oh wait, there's one. All right, it's all worth it now. we'll come back around to this next week. So if we have all our characters and can swap out party members, does that mean we're done with the tutorial? Basically. But no, there's still more tutorial. Alright. Thanks everyone for coming. Oops. We got our schedule over here. If you'd like to click through that and read with me. Tomorrow is Saturday. Over on the Xenon Fiber channel, someone's going to be playing a video game. Sunday is our wild card day. Monday, Andy is going to be playing more Stray. And Christy and Annie are going to be playing Neon White. Andy's streams are over on his channel, Andy Monium, of course. And Christy and Annie's stream is right back here. Tuesday, Annie is going to be playing more Tiny Tina's Wonderlands with Bad Road and also Paladins. Wednesday, Sue is going to play Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, then Bad Road. Might be finishing up Shadowrun Returns. And then on his channel, Bad Road. And then Sue and Christy are going to play more Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Thursday, Alice is going to be playing more Final Fantasy VII Remake Intermission. And Andy is going to be playing more Stray over on their channel. And then Friday's back around to me. So, yeah. Glad you could make it. There's our YouTube channel if you just can't get enough of us in the meantime. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everyone.